Good morning, good evening, and good day. You're listening to Drama Buds, an anime podcast. So hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Drama Buds. I'm very excited for this episode. I've been waiting so long to record this. Okay, so you know the concept of a tier maker, right? Of tier rankings, where you label tiers. Usually the default's like S tier, A tier, B tier, S to F, and you rank, I don't know, all your favorite books in one genre. You put them in certain tiers and then explain why they all belong there. Or, you know, how severe are the war crimes that an anime character has done? Something like that. So I was thinking, how do I apply that? That's a fun idea. How can I apply that to the podcast? I was thinking of maybe per genre, like, you know, putting into ranks and tiers all the thrillers or all the rom-coms or the slice of life shows I've watched. And then I realized I watch a lot of different things. I don't think there's like any one genre that I've watched enough of to have a substantial, you know, tier ranking episode. So that doesn't sound good. And then if I just do generally all the K-dramas I've watched, I've already done an episode talking about my very, very specific ranking system from 1 star to 10 stars, which is the My Drama List rankings episode. Go check that out. So it's almost the same thing, right? So I thought, why not K-drama couples, right? Why not rank K-drama couples in terms of how much do they make me believe in love? How much do I want to be in their relationship? How much do I want their relationship to be mine? The chemistry, sure. Let's rank them based on chemistry. Let's talk about, was all the convoluted conflict worth it for how much I loved you two together and how much I wanted you two to end up together? Or do I even believe that you two will be happy, after the happily ever after in the 16th episode? Who knows? So yeah, that's basically what this whole episode is. I take one couple from most of the dramas that I ranked 8.5 or higher. Because some dramas have more than one, major couple. Like Cosplay has technically 4 main couples, but I chose the one that I actually want to talk about. And, if I talked about every possible couple in each of these dramas, this would take forever. Let's not do that. So yeah, one couple from each of the dramas, most of the dramas. For some of them, I couldn't really pick a couple because there wasn't a focus on romance. But for some of them, yeah, there was no focus on romance, but it's romantic to me. Therefore, I will put them in this list, okay? You know which ones those will be, probably. It's not canon, but it's canon in my heart. So I'll describe the tiers that I made up today. Starting with the top tier, Espa Dreams Come True.mp3. I mean, this is top tier. If this is not what love is, I don't want it. What they have, give me some of that, okay? That's what this tier is. It's very special. The next one is I've After Like.mp3. Because what's after like? Love. And I love these couples, but it just lacks the something that makes me desperately want it for myself. So I love them, they can have their love, but not necessarily something I want for myself. Next tier is 17 Hot.mp3. That's hot. That's hot. That's all I have to say about that. These are probably, sold by the chemistry or the story, like the context of everything, the tropes that they use. Like, that's hot, Not necessarily healthy, not necessarily something I would support in real life or want to emulate or anything. But that's hot. And this is fiction, so I can say something's hot. Next tier is Imujin Sweet.mp3. It's nice. This was supposed to be 17 Ajunice.mp3, but we have 217 songs. So yeah, it's nice. They're sweet. That's the most I can say about it, No strong feelings necessarily. Next tier is Infinite the Chaser.mp3. These are for couples that, they were fun, right? They were okay during the start. They were okay before they got together, during the chase of it all. when they did actually, confess or kiss or whatever, got boring, or I was just a lot less invested. Maybe, yeah, the romance went on the back burner, or it just got stale, it just got boring when they got together because the tension was what kept me there. Without the tension, they're actually not that great together. Next tier is Hisuyun Love and Pain MP3. This is for those couples that I think will break up someday. I just think like when the credits are done rolling and we're in episode 24 of this show, you're done. You're done. Or just like I don't see it lasting. And lastly, the lowest tier is Punch YYY.mp3. Why did this have to happen? The show would have been perfectly fine without this ship in the first place. So I'm sure you can tell where some of the ships, the pictures down there, you can tell where they're gonna end up. But I genuinely did not script this, okay? I did not plan this out. Some of them, yeah, I wrote some of the tiers thinking of specific ships. But in general, this is all unscripted. Let's go. Let's do it. So let's start in random order. Wherever my mouse lands upon, let's rank them. First, we start with, oh my god, we start with hyena couple, Jongum-ja and Yoon Hee-jae, played by Kim Hye-soo and Joo Ji-hoon. Just so you know, a lot of these ships, I will not remember their names anymore. Maybe just the actors, or yeah. But these two, they remain unmatched in my heart. We start immediately with Espa Dreams Come True.mp3. Okay, first of all, Dreams Come True, number one, because Yoon Hee-jae is the man of my dreams. Like, just rich lawyer, good family, great, good at his job, and most importantly, will love his woman even if she catfished him and scammed him. Like, he will love ferociously as one should. Man of my dreams. But also like Jongum-ja just being pretty much a terrible badass person. Oh, my dream woman. My dream woman and my dream man. This is it. This is what I want to be. I want to be an insane, extremely strong woman who is loved by an extremely strong man. That's it. Moving on. Who's next? Okay, this is Pachinko, Sonja and Gohan-soo. Okay, obviously they didn't end up together, right? They didn't really end up together, at least as of season 1 of Pachinko. And I read the book. They don't really end up together. This is Love and Pain. I was gonna put it in 17 hot. It's a strong power imbalance. If they did end up together, God, would it be hot or Love and Pain? Love and Pain. There's no way for them to be happy. Also, because I love Beck Isaac. Like, once again, just a man accepting a woman for everything that she is and all her baggage, even if the baggage is a literal child, and still choosing to, found a family with her and take her to safety and do everything for her. Like, maybe that's the dream. So, yeah, because I love Beck Isaac so much, Beck Isaac and Sonja would be dreams come true. MP3. Or like afterlife level at least. But these two, Love and Pain. Next, we have, oh god. Okay, this is obviously Punch YYY. This is My Country the New Age. I forgot her name, and Hui. The girl played by Sol Yoon and Yang Sejong. This is so unnecessary. Like, if you've listened to my review of My Country the New Age, you know how much I hate her, how much I hate the fact that her character just barely does anything compared to everyone else who has they all have huge roles in the plot, and she's kind of just there, like, somehow doing something. They try to say that she's doing something, but she's just not as much of a player in the game as everyone else is. And then they even have to force the romance with Hui. I'm not even gonna get into, Hui has more chemistry and plot significance. His relationships with Bangwon and with Sonho have more plot significance than his relationship with what's her name. I'm not even gonna get into that, but no, this definitely didn't need to happen. I don't even know why they had to write it in there. Yeah. Okay, next. Hate from Business Proposal, Shinhari and Temu. Okay. Appropriate to say Imujin sweet, right? Or Afterlife. I do kind of love them a lot. But mostly sweet. You know, they gave me a lot of butterflies. Actually, it's because I love both actors. Like, I really enjoy both of them. Sejong was a star here. Anyosep not as much, but he pulled enough of his weight. I like them. They gave me butterflies. They brightened up my Feb to March of last year. Really kickstarted this train of like good K-dramas that I was enjoying back at that time. This was the first surprise hit of 2022, so they're Emojin sweet for me. Next, this is Love to Hate You couple. I'd say 17 hot. I'd say 17 hot for them. I love the tropes that they got to experience. You know, the enemies to lovers, fake dating, secret dating even. Good tropey fun, great chemistry. They're both hot. 17 hot. That's hot. Okay, next couple is Mad for Each Other couple. I forgot both of their names. This is very Emojin sweet. It is a story about healing. It's a lot of enemies to lovers bickering because they're both going to the same... Are they going to the same therapist? Yeah, and then they both live in the same apartment complex, and so Girly thinks that she's being stalked by him, and he has like anger issues, and they kind of take it out to each other. But then they both, you know, learn that, oh, we're both trying to heal from something. They kind of heal together, but not because of each other or not for each other. Like, it is a journey that they both go through separately. So that's nice. I do remember liking them a lot. Next couple is, what's this? Be Melodramatic. Okay. This is the one with Chon Woo-hee and An Jae-hong. I forgot their character names. This is actually reverse Infinite the Chaser, because I didn't like the whole build-up of the relationship. Like, they truly were the least interesting part of the show. But then when they got together, they were actually okay. So I think I will put them in Emojin Sweet. I have no particular feelings for them, but they were pretty pleasant when they were actually together. And they didn't add any unnecessary angst to the show, surprisingly. So yeah, I do like them enough. Next couple is... yes. Wang Shimok and Han Yeo-jin of Stranger. After like immediately, I love them. Platonic soulmates, sure. Not canon romantic, but okay, fine. I understand if they don't make it romantic. I sound like, you know, season 3 is surely gonna happen, and it will in my heart. You never know. You never know the future. I'm still counting on season 3 just because they're both in the same agency now. So it's much easier to coordinate their schedules if they want to do season 3. So come on, Isoo-yeon. Come on, you gotta do this for all of us still waiting for season 3. Anyway, I love them. In a world where you can't trust anyone, they have each other. You know, I love that for them. Next couple is, oh my god, Tagon and Taeyeolha from Arthdal Chronicles. Now, there are many possible ships I could have taken from Arthdal. I could have taken Tanya and Unsom or Tanya and Saya. Personally, Tanya and Unsom, why? Because I, you know, don't love Unsom. And Tanya and Saya, 17 hot. Very toxic. But I love it. I love it for them. Tagon and Taeyeolha, dreams come true. Dreams come true. Both of them, you know, once again, two powerful people who will basically do anything for each other and to protect each other. And I love that for them. I love that for me. I love them both as individuals. And they really do seem like the type of couple who would destroy the world. Not necessarily for each other, but with each other. And that's a power couple. We love a power couple. And next... Okay, do you like Brahms? Chae Song-ha and Park Chun-young. Oh, my babies. I put them in after like. What I love about them, I feel like calling them, you know, an introvert couple is an oversimplification. It's such a boring description of how adorable these two are. What I like about Song-ha and Jun-young is that they both feel like secondary characters to the people around them. They both feel that way about themselves. But then with each other, we're finally main characters in our own story. I love them. Also, one of the first ongoing shows that I really watched week per week. First of all, first episode of the podcast, right? This was my first podcast episode. And second, I remember, waking up at 7 a.m. on days when I had class. Okay, I had class back then. I would wake up at 7 a.m. just to watch this episode before starting the day. So can't believe they made me do that. That was impossible back then. That was impossible when I was studying. Now it's much easier. For them, this seemingly boring, slow burn couple, they made me do that. So, absolutely miss them and adore them. If you guys haven't watched Do You Like Brahms, it's on Netflix. Go, go, go. And if you haven't listened to my very first episode, maybe don't actually. I sound like a baby there. I still don't know what I was doing back then. Just know that I really, really do love these two. Okay, next couple we're gonna rank is, just so you know, I'm like blindly swirling my mouse around just to see what it picks up. Okay, this is, oh god, Prison Playbook couple. I even forgot their names. Jaehyuk and Crystal. Why? First of all, this is childhood friends to lovers technically, but there's the kind of a big age gap. So you see him as a, I don't know, college student, and she's still in middle school or even lower school, I think. So it's a little icky, but then they did know each other as like children. So I don't know what to feel about it. No chemistry. I don't even remember what role Girlie played in this show. Not that, Prison Playbook had like a huge plot that everyone needed to have a role in it, but she wasn't in the prison, she wasn't adding to the fun vibes of the show, which were Jaehyuk's cellmates and the guards. So yeah, she didn't even need to exist in this show. Crystal did not blow up here like all the other idol actresses that Shin PD discovered. So yeah, no, this didn't even have to happen at all. Next. Oh my god, It's Okay, That's Love couple. Espa Dreams Come True. .mp3, of course. I truly think like this is one of my top like top four or five K-drama couples of all time. Hyena is actually in my top 3 couples of all time, just so you know. I will discuss the pattern that I am kind of noticing now later on, but It's Okay That's Love couple. First of all, Gong Yoo-jin and Jo In-sung's chemistry, absolutely unmatched. Their chemistry together is just so good. There's so much intimacy between them. I feel like they both genuinely heal in their relationship. Although there were some consent issues at the beginning, but a lot of issues with that show in general. No Hee-kyung never writes a perfect drama that doesn't have slightly icky storylines or moments. So you just start to accept her eventually. But yeah, chemistry wise and how much I just love them together and how I believe like they must be so happy with each other, and I want them to be happy. Yeah, Espa Dreams Come True. .mp3. Next, oh my god, life couple. Ino Ul and Gu Sung-yo. Is this 17 hot? Not necessarily because of they have like insane chemistry. Cho Sung-woo and Won Jin-ah. Like not like that. I think it is okay. Here's why. It's the context. This is what I talk about when I say sometimes the context is hot. Gu Sung-yo comes in as the new president of the hospital. Everyone hates him. No one trusts him because he's not a doctor. He's a businessman, and they think he's gonna run the hospital to the ground for profit, which is kind of in his plans. But only Noel gives him a chance. Only she gives him the benefit of the doubt. Starts showing him like children to really reach the softy inside everyone. And it's just a lot of that, of her reaching out to him, to touch the humanity inside of him. But it's like, he is a normal, decent human being, he's actually not that bad of a person. But because everyone distrusts him, he might as well just fit the role. Only she sees him as a person and not as the enemy. And there were so many moments where I thought they wouldn't give them a kind of romantic moment here, but then they do. I screamed a little bit in this show. I cannot believe it. Not explicitly romantic. This ending shot of them is the only time where they have an actual relationship really outside of the hospital after the plot of the show is all done. So yeah, I guess that's confirmed romantic though. I love them, but not after like levels. I just really love the context. It was very fun watching them. Okay, next is, oh my god, Seri and Captain Ri. After like, yeah, that's an after like. I mean, what more is there to say? Obviously, they have great chemistry. Don't need to talk about that. And like, it's a silly rom com. It's technically my gateway K drama. No matter how ridiculous the situation was, they were cute. Okay, maybe I should put them in Imogen Suite. Yeah, actually, that's all I have to say about them. So they're nice. I love them. I have sentimental feelings for them, but like, I was never really obsessed with them. Moving on, we have, okay, we only have one row left. So, oh my god, Recipe for Farewell couple, I guess, of Kim So Young and Han So Kyu. I forgot their character names. This is after like, I deeply love them. Basically, they were separated for a while now. They have one child who's almost in college, but they've been separated for a while now. But despite that, he comes back home to take care of her and cook for her when they find out that she has cancer. And the whole show is about them healing their relationship and him learning to cook. Like, you see his journey learning to cook for her. And you also see how their marriage kind of fell apart and how now it's healing. A lot of healing. There's a lot of healing in the show. Yeah, I do love them. That is an I've after like .mp3. Okay, our next couple is Flower of Evil couple. I would say 17 Hot. For the chemistry, yeah, definitely they do have chemistry. They're very comfortable working with each other, Moon Chae-won and Lee Jung-gi. So yeah, there was chemistry there, and they were portraying a married couple. So there's barely any chase. You know, they're already there. I think the context though makes this hot for me. Like, he has so many secrets and she's trying to chase him down. I wish I could say more about them, but it has been almost 3 years since I watched this drama. And honestly, I feel like rewatching this. I feel like giving Flower of Evil another go. I liked it, right? I gave it an 8.5. It's a good drama that started out slow but got so much better. I want to try it again. We'll see. We'll see if I get back to them. But chemistry-wise is there. Context-wise, I wish I have more to say about it. But yeah, 17 Hot, I think. Next couple is Yoo-min Woong, Love. After like, definitely after like Yoo-min Woong from season 1 of Yumi Cells. Okay, if I had to choose, right, between Woong and Bobby, I'd say Woong. Because I think like the communication issues could have been worked on. Yeah, Bobby's a little too perfect. Not my type of guy. Anyway, they were absolutely adorable. This is for me, Kim Go-eun's second best chemistry. Of course, her chemistry with Jung Hae-in is still my favorite. Always, I will always be rooting for them to reunite. Yeah, I never saw Kim Go-eun in a rom-com where she really, like, the chemistry didn't feel forced or anything. And season 1 was a lot more enjoyable than season 2. Maybe season 2 was better written. There's more depth to the situation. Season 1 was more enjoyable because they were just so cute together. Yeah, if there was a way to write that first season to make them end up together, you know, end game, I would like that. Yeah. Next couple is Reset couple. From Dr. Romantic 2. Yay, we're gonna see them again in Dr. Romantic 3. Woo! Let's go! There's somewhere in between Espa Dreams Come True and I Have After Like, because I really do love academic rivals to lovers. And what I love is just the slow reveal of their whole history with each other and how they've always kind of been looking at each other and then caring about each other. Maybe I should do a Dr. Romantic rewatch, right? Maybe I should. But honestly, yes, I really, really love Reset Couple. One of my top, maybe 7 or 8. Definitely within the top 10 of my faves. Next couple, we have... Oh my god. Wang So and Hye-soo. I could put it in Love and Pain because, you know, this is gonna end badly, but I will put it in After Like because I was always Team Wang So. Look, despite my love for Kang Hanul, I was never Wang Wook. because he's a coward, okay? He didn't do anything for Jesu when she needed anyone to save her. And who was there? Who was there? Even when no one in the palace wanted him to be there. Wangso. Wangso was on her side. Okay, Wangso protected her, defended her, everything. And definitely the toxicest of them all. The red flag upon red flags, this man. But I love them and I don't care. I would put them at 17 hot, but no, I really do genuinely support them in every way. Next couple, we have Nahido and Becky Jin from 2521. I will put this in Love and Pain. Okay, let's get into it. Did I ever deeply get into 2521? Or did I just briefly talk about that in one of my recaps? Anyway, so here's my opinion on Baekdo and everything. I like Nahido more than I like Becky Jin. I'd say, yeah, for the most of the show, they're both main characters. And I do like Becky Jin's story, what he's been through, his whole family situation, how he's, just trying to figure out what to do with his life. He's okay as a character. Really, he is. But compared to Nahido, to the love that the writer has put into Nahido, and you can tell that she really loves this character, she is actually the main character of the show. And towards the end, the situation was, Becky Jin was gone. And he seemed to be so resolute about, being in New York and being a reporter. And so the ball was kind of in Hido's court. It's up to her if she decides to pursue this relationship, to fight for it or not. And I supported her decision to not fight for it. To, just end this chapter of her life, to end this relationship. Because I didn't want her to repeat her relationship with her mother, who was also a reporter. Genuinely, she was breaking the cycle. She will not be in a relationship where she is not prioritized, I guess, or, something will always take precedence over her. I didn't want her to repeat that cycle. And her mother even told her that, he's going to be like this, right? You know how our relationship has been with my job and with you, so you know what's going to happen to you in the future. I like that she chose herself over this relationship. And of course, there would have been ways to make it work. Obviously, yeah. But, at that moment, I really didn't care. So, personally, even if they did end up together, right? For me, it's Love and Pain because, she will just be repeating a relationship that she already has with her mother. Next couple, we have... one spring night couple. Espa dreams come true. Espa dreams come true. Aside from the fact that it's Jong Hae-in, one is Jong Hae-in. Anyone who looks like Jong Hae-in, obviously dream come true. Aside from he's a pharmacist and he plays basketball and he has a very cute son. Okay, I get you, girlie. I get it. I would. I feel like it's this show in general, just the intimacy of everything. And I felt that their happy ending was so earned because of how annoying everyone was to them. The villains of the show, the antagonists and everything. Genuinely, the conflict of the show is that people cannot leave them alone and just let them live their lives. And they stayed very resolute to that. Why are people telling us how to live our lives when we're happy and we love each other? And yeah, honestly, they really didn't do anything wrong because her boyfriend was a terrible person also to her. And although she was developing feelings for Jong Hae-in before she actually broke up with her boyfriend, who was, they were already in kind of a dying relationship, she did actually properly end it. But it was just her boyfriend who wouldn't accept that she wanted to break up. You can have the longest discussions about the emotional cheating or whatever. But for me, the moment she decided that she was done, it was done. So she had the right to go after Jong Hae-in. Go Jong Hae-in. Always go after Jong Hae-in. Yeah, dreams come true. Jong Hae-in is the dream come true. Moving on, we have Idol Daku, Jaehyuk and Jenna. Okay, 17 hot. 17 hot? What else is there? That's hot. Chemistry is there. Idol and CEO. don't do it in real life. But yeah, in this case, that's hot. The enemies to allies, tension here, so real, so good. It's like the very opposite of life couple of their trajectory, where he really came in, here to ruin everything for them. She had to fight back with everything she had, against him, and did not give him the benefit of the doubt, even though he is kind of a decent person when it matters. And then he was the one who softened. He's the one who softened first. I love it. We love to see it. We love to see it. Woo. Okay, moving on. We have Iksong of cosplay. Of course, of all the cosplay couples, I would talk about Ikjun and Songhwa. Dreams come true. Friends to lovers, supremacy. I'm sorry. Also, Ikjun is my number 2 favorite Shin PD boy. My number 1 will still be Trash Oppa from Reply 94. It's just something about Trash Oppa that I really truly love. But number 2 is Ikjun because, once again, adorable child. Just an absolute fun guy, great guy to be around. Would love him as a friend. Genuinely as a friend. Like, Songhwa can have him. Okay. And they were my first K-drama ship. Yeah. The first one that really got me, like, kind of obsessed, it was Iksong. So, Espa Dreams Come True. Espa Dreams Come True. And we have If You Wish Upon Me couple. Okay. I think I'm putting them in the chaser. Where at first I liked the bickering couple dynamic between them, right? It was cute. I like how they expressed it differently and acted upon it differently, but they both cared about the hospice and about Song Dong-il's character in different ways. But when they got together, it's kind of meh. Because, I mean, well, in general, this show is not very well written. And yeah, Ji Chang-wook's character had a lot of, layers and a lot of things going on for him. Meanwhile, Soo-young's character was kind of just, there. They gave her some backstory, but not enough to really make her like a main character. She's a supporting character to him. So yeah, it was kind of just meh when they ended up together. But still rooted for them, no problem with them being together, but kind of meh. And we have 30 but 17 couple. This is definitely Imujin's suite. First, it's a little weird, right? Because she woke up like 13 years later and she's a 17-year-old in her mind, in her heart, but her body is a 30-year-old. And he's actually a 30-year-old, and she acts, like a teenager still. There's this weird imbalance, you think, like, she's kind of a child inside. So why are there romantic feelings going on here? But then the show kind of explains that he too was like stunted emotionally by that traumatic incident that of course tied them to each other. So because he was stunted at that moment as well, like his time also stopped in that way. He also was not like a full functioning adult all the time, most of the time. So in a way, they were both still 17. So that's their explanation. But in general, this show is just very, very cute and very, very wholesome. And our last five couples. Let's go. And let's start with, oh god, live Jung-oh and what, Sangsu? Is his name Sangsu? Whatever. Punch YYY.mp3. Genuinely unnecessary. Like, okay, I wanted her with Shin Dong-wook's character, right? I wanted that. Yeah, I wanted that. I fell for that guy in that show specifically. And also in Dr. Romantic too. Okay, I wanted that. But okay, I can't get everything I want. That's fine. But to force this romance, this chemistryless romance with the most annoying guy in the station, genuinely, no, not for me. No. They could have been friends. They could have been great friends, and I would have accepted that. But then they made it romantic, and then she like let go of this program that she was going to be sent off somewhere to study something Okay, you know, she dropped her career to stay with him, and I hate that. No, you don't deserve to do that to yourself, girl. So no, no, I hate them. No, punch why? That's from their show. No. Next, we have 18 again couple. Okay. In this picture, this is her with his, his 18-year-old self. Let's not talk about that, obviously. I'm talking about them. I guess I'm looking at them in terms of where they were at the end of the show. And I would say Imogen Sweet, right? Because, okay, the story, if you forgot, guys, 18 again. She got pregnant as a teenager and they had twins and they struggled a lot in life, and now their children are teenagers and their marriage is falling apart as well. And then one day he wakes up in his 18-year-old self's body and he goes back to high school to fulfill the dreams that he never got to fulfill because, he had to take care of his family. He realizes like his children are keeping so many secrets from him and he wants to be more involved in their lives still. And yeah, they heal their relationship somehow and realize like they just weren't communicating, but they do love each other and they want to keep their family together. And he turns back into his actual 30 plus year old self and they get married again. And at that moment, at the ending, well, aside from the fact that I was crying, like when I finished it that night, the rest of the night I was crying. Okay, that ending shattered me for some reason, even if it was a happy ending. Yeah, I was just rooting for them. Yeah, to mend the relationship, and really, despite the fact that they will still fight and they will still miscommunicate sometimes, like there's a renewed promise to keep their family together and to be good to each other. So yeah, sweet, good for them. Okay, next is I mean, must we talk about Gu and Mijong from My Liberation Notes? Is there anything that needs to be said? Let's put this at the top of the tier list, like, come on. This is the ship of all ships for me. It's been almost a year and I'm still here. I'm still thinking about them. It's just something about an unhinged woman telling a probably unhinged man as well to worship her, and him just going along with it. There's just something about that, And also, like, yeah, the chemistry is there, and I love them both as individuals. I wanted them to heal and to be happy, and part of that involved being with each other, and part of that also involved their own journeys of liberation, and they were both kind of on the path to achieving that. And firmly, I believe they are very, very happy. I disagree, Pakeyong. She said, like, season 2 probably won't happen because Gu needs to be there, and she doesn't think Gu will stop being an alcoholic, so he probably will not be there. So she's saying Gu's gonna die or something. And to that, I say, no, Pakeyong. I believe he can change. Like, I believe there are steps to recovery, and he will find his way to it. Let me be optimistic for once. It's not gonna be easy. It's never easy to overcome addiction, but he'll find a way, or he'll find a reason for himself, not for her, to get better. Let me hope for that for him. Let's not condemn a man to death. Okay, next is interesting. Both of these are Kim Soo-hyun. Okay, interesting. This is It's Okay to Not Be Okay. This to me is Lee Soo-hyun, Love and Pain. First of all, it has been almost 3 years since the show. I barely remember it, a part of me now, the viewer I am now, can't imagine them being happy together for like the rest of their lives. Partially, this is also Infinite the Chaser. Yeah, they're kind of like, it was kind of interesting at the start, but then when they got together, kind of meh. But mostly Love and Pain. Like, I can't imagine them really being happy with each other. Or is this more of a reflection of I loved and enjoyed that show, and then somewhere in like episodes, the usual last 4 episodes, 13 to 16, kind of fell off bit by bit for me? I feel like that was my trajectory with the show because I was so obsessed with it in the beginning. Yeah, I can't imagine them being happy. And lastly, we have Samdong and Goyemi. I'm kind of putting them in YYY. Not because I necessarily hated them, right? I hated the fact that they had to have a romance or something. I understand it. They are teenagers. This is Park Hye-ryun. I wasn't rooting for Taekyon for the second lead in this show anyway. So it's not like it's because of that I put them here. I guess my why is why did they have to end with an open ending? Why did that have to happen specifically? I think this was the kind of show that deserved a very clear-cut happily ever after ending, and the ambiguous ending for them didn't make sense. But in general, I wasn't invested in their romance anyway. I put them in why? Because there were many questions as to why things had to happen like this for them. So that's it for me today. This was a fun episode for me personally to record, just talking about K-drama couples, ranking them. Yeah, I hope you also enjoyed this format. If you have any other things you think I can make a tier ranking list for, please suggest it to me on Twitter. You can join the Discord. Yes, I'm always open to suggestions anywhere because this is a very fun format and I think I can do at least one more of these. Probably not K-drama couples though, because for dramas that I rank lower than 8.5, I don't think I have enough feelings about them to do this for them. I put them all at Sweet or The Chaser or Why. So maybe not K-drama couples. But we'll see. Yeah, very open to suggestions. Hit me up on Discord and everything. Let's psychoanalyze myself. Because I am looking at my Espa Dreams Come True and I am a little bit concerned. I've described this, right? My ideal relationship. What is dream come true for me? It's just me being my powerful, strong self and a man worshipping me. A man just accepting like, she's crazy. I'm on her side always. That's all I want. That's all I want. Is all I want. Is all I want. I can't even think of ranking these. Obviously, Gumijong on top. Maybe It's Okay That's Love next. Maybe Iksong, Hyena. Yeah. More or less, this is a good tier rank list for me. Then for all of these, do you want the link to this tier maker? I can probably put it in the description also if you want to try ranking these specific couples or using this template, using my description of my tiers. But yeah, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed this episode because I enjoyed making it. Thanks so much for watching and I will see you soon.
Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, follow, and tell me what you thought about today's episode. See you soon!